Yasu guys, Nico here, and welcome to the first video of my new personal brand channel. If you've seen me online before, it's probably under my other alias, Nico Lopa, where I've amassed around 250,000 followers teaching people how to cook the best food in the world, Greek food. Anyway, I've been wanting to do this channel for a while now, but I kept putting things off, telling myself, Nico, you don't have the time. But then I just thought to myself, if I keep things minimal, keep things raw, minor edits, nothing fancy, and just talk like I'm talking to a mate, then this should be quite frictionless and pretty easy for me. So we'll see how we go. Look, I've just walked back in the door from the gym. I've come back from training. I thought, that's it. We're starting today. I put a few dot points down. I've literally stuck I'm recording this on my iPhone. Don't know how it's going to sound. Don't know how well it's going to look. I've never recorded front on like this before. I've just stuck it on the wall in front of me. Quite a bodge job, but look, as long as it gets the job done, I'm happy. Now I want to give you a quick little about me, and then I want to let you know my biggest reason for doing this channel, and also why I believe that a personal brand is now a non-negotiable in this fast-moving world that we live in today. So I'm Nick Argeru. I'm 31 years old, happily married, currently working full-time as an electrician from Australia, and I'm building a few side projects after hours and in the early mornings before work. Now, since 17 years old, I've been in the online space trying to make, trying to do a bit of hustling online, and I've done well, like in everything that I've tried. But because my vision was always short-sighted and I was always just thinking of getting enough for now, they always remain small. But now I'm trying to do different things. I've learned a lot. Things are going to be different moving forward. Now, I've been in business before. I've, for myself, did that with my wife. We had a charcoal chicken shop, had 12 employees, learned a lot, failed a lot, always growing though. And honestly, I wouldn't change anything, because even though I've lost a lot, I've also gained a lot. And it's helped shape my brain and my thinking and just wired me to make me the person that I am today. Honestly, if I didn't do that chicken shop, I probably would not have done my Nico Lopa, not have started Nico Lopa. So I guess we're all where we're meant to be. Now, the biggest reason I want you to know why I've been inspired to do a personal brand is because I've always thought it would be absolutely killer to have weekly or daily or weekly or even monthly footage. Imagine of your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents over the years. Imagine being able to understand some of the moves that they made, some of the decisions, what the thoughts were behind that. The world was a different place 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, and then follow that journey all the way up until now where I'm born and I'm in this world. See the changes, the lessons they learned, because there's patterns, there's things. We talk to our family and our grandparents all the time, but there's even things they're going to forget because that's just the way we are. So that was my first reasoning to wanting to record myself like this. Now, that's before I knew what a personal brand was. I just thought, it was just an idea that popped in my head. I thought this would be sick to have footage for my children, my grandchildren, so they can see what I was going through when the world was what it was at that point in time. See what trials and tribulations I went through, the pains, struggles, the joys, everything, if I share those experiences. And I think that's killer. Like, if I can have, descendants of me looking back and saying, fuck, I pulls a manga, like, look at this shit, look what he was doing, look what he was saying. Oh, it was a malaka, look what he was doing, look what he was saying. Either or, just to have that virtual diary or that virtual documentation, I think is amazing. Now, the second reason for me wanting to do this channel is because I believe by not having a personal brand, that is your personal brand. The world is getting so much closer together, so much more connected, which makes it even more competitive. By not having a personal brand, you're not allowing yourself to even play in the fair market anymore, because it's a must these days. That's what I'm seeing. I may be wrong, but that's what I think is happening right now. But that's not all bad, because some people might say, oh, I don't want to go online, this and that. But what this technology is doing, it's also allowing us to create jobs that didn't even exist only a few years ago. If you can see it in your mind and you can come up with a concept or idea, or you have an interest that you just enjoy, something that you can teach people, you can create an income around that. I think that's fantastic. I also feel people do not care anymore what piece of paper you have, what degree you have within reason. What they want to see is, can you actually do what you say you can do? By putting content out online, engagingly, it allows people to understand your personality. It proves that you can do what you can do if you're showing it. And people are not scared to invest in you because they've learned so much about you that it's like they know you. It's like word of mouth on steroids, like amplified. Just imagine there's two maintenance electricians in your local area. They've both finished their apprenticeship. They've started their own business. They've come from the exact same boss. They know the same things. They do the same work. They both charge the same price. Now, one of them is on social media, right? Where he shows you exactly what he does. It shows you the interesting parts of his day by creating and shooting videos. So he's recording engaging content. You're consuming it. You start to understand his personality. You feel like you're almost friends with this person. Now, the second comes to your house, puts a card in your letterbox, a brochure. He might be advertising on Google, and he's also got to add in the local newspaper, whatever. I know that's phasing out, but if you've got a problem, who are you going to call? You've got this guy's card in the mail, and you've also got this guy on social media, which you follow. To me, it's pretty simple. If I can resonate with his personality and gauge what kind of character he has, am I comfortable with this person coming to my house? And all other variables remain the same, the cost. I know exactly who I would call. But what I find fascinating is that by having a personal brand and creating good quality content, it seems to be, it's a form of leverage. And people who are doing so also seem able to charge higher prices than their competitors for the same service. That's pretty buzzed out. Now that's what I've observed. I might be wrong. Your experience may differ to mine. Now, obviously, I've already got a personal brand through my cooking platform, Nicolopa, but there's still so much more that I want to talk about. That's not just cooking, Even though Greek cooking's off its head, there's other things I like. I want to help people in other areas as well. Like, I love business. I love finance. I love sales and marketing. I love health and fitness. I love training. I want to talk to people about social media growth. I feel like I've started earning some stripes in that domain. I do know what I'm doing with my current niche now, especially in short form content. I know what's working, and I can help others doing that as well. And I want to teach people how to build a side income, around a passion project, just like I'm doing, also while working full time on the side. Now, when I post this video, I know no one's going to be watching, but if I keep showing up, provide people value, and people seem to, if they like my personality, they return, I know people are going to reach out and ask for my help. But I also am wanting to attract people that can help me in the things I'm trying to do as well. So I feel like having a personal brand is a bit of a two-way street. Now, I'm going to be talking about the things that I'm learning, the mistakes I've made, the hurdles that I've overcome. I want to talk about the books I'm reading, the things I find fascinating, courses that I take. I take a lot of paid courses. I do like paying people who have already done what I want to learn, just to fast track, and skip the bullshit, basically. That's what I do enjoy doing in my spare time. I think it's very important to have mentors. I've got many, we're lifelong learners. There's people younger than me that I'm learning from. And I want to give that back as well, and by me teaching others or putting my ideas out there online, it helps me better understand the ideas and just allow them to solidify much better in my mind. So with this channel, my target audience is literally people like me. I've got many interests, and even though we are all unique, there will be hundreds of thousands of people in this world that are like me. And that's what I'm hoping to target and resonate with, and that's what I'm creating content for. I've got so much that I want to learn, so much I need to learn. There's so much I don't know, but that doesn't mean that I can't still provide people value, help where I can, and that people can't learn from me. I always like learning from people that are just in front of me in the things that I need to know. Because if they teach me, that means usually the knowledge is very up to date, it's current for the market, and they're going to speak to me in terminology that I understand. They're not 20 years down the game. Things will have changed by then. They've just accomplished what I need to know. Now, anyway, I don't even know what my next video is going to be about just yet. I just wanted to get this out onto the internet, get the ball rolling. And like everything that I've done in life, whenever I take action, the path just seems to illuminate by itself. It lights up and it takes you down a direction, good or bad, but there will be action, we'll learn, we'll iterate, and we'll keep going from there. So that's all for today, guys. Be a munga, have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Yeah.